Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Bold and the Beautiful recap Wednesday, August 28. Baker's new evidence, Lee's assurance, Sheila's gift, Katie gossips. The Bold and the Beautiful recap for Wednesday, August 28, 2024 is here. In today's episode, Luna Nozowa, Lisa Yamada, met with Deputy Chief Bradley Baker, Dan Martin. Lai Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, tried to assure a fretful John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Nublin. Plus, Penelope Poppy Nozowa, Romy Park, finally got a visit from her daughter at the jail. Keep reading and let's talk about today's episode of the CBS soap opera. B&B recap for Wednesday, August 28 reveals that Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McKinswood, wakes up in the cage. Steffi hears footsteps and screams for help only to discover it's Luna. Luna brags about her plush bed at Bill Spencer's Dawn Diamond house. Steffi pleads with Luna, saying she has children. Luna tells Steffi to relax, she's basically the kid's aunt, and she'll look after them. The thought of this horrifies Steffi. As Luna leaves, Steffi screams, sobs, and bangs on the cage. Finn talks to Lai about Steffi in his office at the hospital. Lee says Finn didn't do anything wrong. Finn says he didn't listen to Steffi's warnings about Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and now she's gone. Finn misses Steffi. Sheila Carter Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, is with Katie and Deacon Sharp, Seam Cannon, at Il Giardino. As Deacon brings over a tray of tea, Sheila says she can't believe Katie came all this way just so she could say, "I told you so." Katie replies, "How is it possible that I could have believed you'd hurt someone?" Awkward. Sheila tries to help Deacon with the tray. That is when Katie notices Deacon's injury and asks about his arm. Deacon tries to blow off the injury, but Sheila explains it was injured unloading a shipment. Paul Hollis Hollister, Hollis W. Chambers, usually helped Deacon with shipments. The topic turns to Poppy and then Luna. Katie corrects Deacon when he talks about Bill and Luna's father/daughter relationship. Lai tells Finn to text or call Steffi. Finn says he needs to respect Steffi's boundaries, and she told him not to reach out. Steffi is exhausted from all the screaming and sobbing. Steffi grabs a bottle of water and then rethinks drinking it. The Bold and the Beautiful recap for Wednesday, August 28, reveals that Deacon can't believe what Katie just told him. Katie knows how much Deacon cared about Tom Starr, Clint Howard, and Hollis. Deacon wants Poppy to rot in prison for the rest of her life. Sheila feels sorry for Luna. Katie feels terrible for Luna too. Deacon says it sucks that Luna has to go through her mother's arrest and the non-paternity bombshell alone. Deacon doesn't think Lai is very warm. Sheila mentions that Luna has Finn. Sheila hopes Finn can bring some light to Luna's life. Lai tells Finn he will get through this. Finn asks how Lai is handling Poppy's arrest. Lai doesn't think Poppy is a killer. Finn brings up that they found evidence in Poppy's apartment. Finn says if Poppy didn't kill Tom and Hollis, then who did? Poppy tells Luna she's innocent. Poppy thinks the truth will come out. Luna wonders what if it doesn't. Poppy tells Luna not to worry, and she will be fine. Poppy is grateful Luna has Bill. Luna tells Poppy about the paternity test redo. Poppy is stunned to learn Bill is not really Luna's father. Finn doesn't know who would set up Poppy or why. Lee says Poppy isn't a planner. The killer was methodical, and it required meticulous planning. Lee can't tell Finn who would want Poppy framed. Lai is worried about who could be killed next, though. Steffi is screaming and sobbing. Steffi's losing her voice. Katie talks about her suspicions regarding Poppy. Katie tells Deacon and Sheila about Luna and Bill's dynamic. Katie thinks having a daughter brought out something different in Bill. Poppy doesn't understand. It doesn't make any sense. Luna tells Poppy that Katie must have gotten into Bill's head. Poppy wants to know how Luna knows the second paternity test wasn't rigged. Luna says because they took 2 of them, and both were negative. Luna talks about being separated from her mom and how scared she is. Poppy feels even worse. Luna tells Poppy that it's okay, she has Bill. Poppy is glad for that and clearly has no clue her daughter is a soulless killing machine. Luna tells Poppy that she believes in her innocence. Visiting time is over and Poppy urges Luna not to leave Bill's side. Sheila asks about Bill staying in Luna's life even after the paternity test. Katie says they have a real connection. Deacon says Tom and Hollis didn't deserve this. Sheila agrees and gets up from the table to go behind the bar. Sheila brings out large framed photos of Tom and Hollis. Deacon is touched by the gift as Katie watches from afar. Luna is in Baker's office. Luna says her mother is not innocent and she can't cover for her. That has Baker's attention. Luna says she has evidence that Poppy is guilty of murdering Tom and Hollis. Lee asks if Finn has spoken to Luna. Finn hasn't but will swing by Luna's apartment. Yes, the same apartment where Steffi is in a cage. Steffi is on her knees in the cage. Steffi hunches over and fingers her wedding ring. Steffi begs for Finn to help her. The midweek brought the heat to Forrester Creations and beyond. As tensions bubbled to the surface, secrets were threatened, and alliances were tested. On this fateful Wednesday, the stage was set for new twists, compelling revelations, and the kind of drama only Los Angeles could deliver. Baker's new evidence, a twist in the tale. The day began with Chief Deputy Baker arriving at Forrester Creations with a determined look that left everyone on edge. His presence alone was enough to cause a stir, but it was the envelope he carried that held the real bombshell. Thomas and Ridge exchanged uneasy glances as Baker made his way through the bustling office. His reputation for being thorough and unyielding had everyone bracing for impact. He asked to speak with Ridge in private, and as they entered the office, the air thickened with anticipation. Baker wasted no time, placing the envelope on Ridge's desk. "I've uncovered something new," he said, his voice tinged with the gravity of the situation. Ridge's heart raced as he tore open the envelope, revealing a series of photographs that made his blood run cold. The images were grainy but unmistakable. A car resembling Thomas's was caught on camera near the cliff on the night of the fatal fall. The same cliff where Sheila had met her untimely demise. The timing, the location, everything pointed to a chilling possibility. Was Thomas involved in more than just the family business? Ridge's mind raced with the implications, knowing full well that this evidence could turn the tide of the investigation. But before Ridge could react, Baker leaned in, his voice a whisper. "I know your son has a history, Ridge. This evidence could be the beginning of the end for him, or a chance to finally clear his name. It all depends on what we find next." Ridge nodded, his thoughts a jumble of fear and determination. He had to protect his son, but at what cost? The truth was a double-edged sword, and Ridge was caught in its precarious balance. Lee's assurance, a mother's comfort. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Lai was doing what she did best, offering comfort in the face of uncertainty. With Finn recovering from his harrowing ordeal, she sat by his bedside, holding his hand and whispering words of reassurance. Finn, still groggy from his injuries, looked up at his mother with weary eyes. "What if Sheila isn't gone for good?" He murmured, the trauma of his past encounters with the notorious villainess weighing heavily on him. Lai squeezed his hand gently, her voice firm and unwavering. "Sheila is gone, Finn. You're safe now. Focus on healing, on your future with Steffi and the kids. I'm here, and I won't let anything happen to you. But even as she spoke, Lei couldn't shake the unease gnawing at her. She knew better than anyone that Sheila was like a bad penny, always turning up when least expected. Yet for the sake of her son's recovery, she kept those fears locked away, determined to be the pillar of strength he needed. As Finn drifted back to sleep, Lei allowed herself a moment to breathe. She had seen too much, endured too much, but for Finn, she would face it all over again. She owed him that much. Sheila's gift, the unexpected arrival. Across town, in the dimly lit confines of Deacon's apartment, Sheila Carter was alive and very much kicking. Having faked her demise once again, she had retreated into the shadows, plotting her next move. But today, she had a different agenda. Deacon opened the door to find Sheila standing there with a devilish grin, holding a small, ornately wrapped box. His eyes narrowed in suspicion, knowing that anything Sheila brought with her was bound to be trouble. "What's this?" Deacon asked, crossing his arms as he blocked her entrance. Sheila pushed past him, making herself at home. "A gift, Deacon. Just a little token of my appreciation for your hospitality." Deacon eyed the box warily as Sheila placed it on the table. The last thing he needed was to be tangled up in another one of her schemes, but curiosity got the better of him. He carefully unwrapped the package, revealing a sleek, high-tech device, one that looked suspiciously like a recording device. "What the hell is this?" Deacon demanded, his voice laced with anger. Sheila smiled, that familiar, menacing smile that sent chills down the spines of those who knew her. "Let's just say it's insurance. You keep this safe for me, and I promise we'll both come out of this unscathed. But if anything happens to me, well, let's just say the recordings on that device could bring down more than just a few Forrester walls." Deacon's heart pounded in his chest. He knew he was in too deep, but there was no backing out now. Sheila always had a way of pulling people into her web, and this time was no different. Katie gossips, secrets and scandals. Back at Forrester Creations, Katie Logan found herself in the midst of the latest gossip storm. Over lunch with Donna and Brooke, Katie couldn't resist spilling the latest tea about Bill's recent behavior. "He's been spending a lot of time with Lei lately," Katie mused, her tone suggestive as she nibbled on a salad. "I can't help but wonder what's really going on there." Brooke raised an eyebrow, always one to enjoy a bit of scandal. "You think there's something more than just co-parenting happening?" Donna giggled, always the optimist. "Oh, come on, Katie. Bill might be a lot of things, but he's still head over heels for you. Maybe he's just being a good dad for once." Katie sighed, swirling her drink thoughtfully. "I don't know. There's something about the way he talks about her. It's different. And with everything that's happened, I can't help but feel like I'm missing something." Brooke and Donna exchanged glances, both aware of Bill's history of complicated relationships. But before they could dive deeper into the speculation, Ridge appeared, his face pale and drawn. The sisters immediately knew something was wrong. "What is it, Ridge?" Brooke asked, concern lacing her voice. He hesitated, glancing around the bustling office before leaning in. "Baker's found new evidence, something that could implicate Thomas in Sheila's death. But I don't know what to do. If I protect him, it could destroy us all." The Logan sisters fell silent, the weight of Ridge's words settling over them like a storm cloud. The truth was a dangerous thing in their world, and today it seemed more volatile than ever. As the day ended, the tensions at Forrester Creations simmered beneath the surface, waiting to erupt. With new evidence on the table, secrets lurking in the shadows, and Sheila's ominous gift in play, it was clear that the drama was far from over.